right, guys. Our last topic of the day is about Bruce Willis, and he's given up. He's given up acting because he's been diagnosed with a disease. So yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a somber one, guys. So yeah. Bruce Willis is saluted by Hollywood from Deadline, by the way. So I always forget to do it. I sourced it as Deadline for this article, so here it comes.
Yeah.
So Deadline reports that Bruce Willis is saluted by Hollywood as news breaks of his retirement. From Moonlighting through The Fifth Element, Die Hard and 12 Monkeys, everyone has a favourite Bruce Willis moment. Today, as news broke about his aphasia conditions, fans, friends and industry sites took to the online world to salute his long career. A few of the early reactions, such as Kevin Smith wrote, "Long before any of the cop-out stuff, I was a big Bruce Willis fan, so this is really heartbreaking to read. He loved to act and sing, and the loss of that has to be devastating for him. I feel like an arsehole for my petty complaints from 2010. So sorry to Bruce Willis and his family." James Woods, "If you love movies, you love Bruce Willis. He has embodied everything good about the word entertainment for decades. Kudos to his loving family for handling difficult news with dignity and grace. I speak for the world when I say we love you, Bruce." And Sean Hannity, there's Chris Duckerman's getting on there. Boy's doing well. Blumhouse and whatnot. But in the short, producer Randy Emmett, who has worked with Willis on more than 200 films, says, "Bruce and I have worked on over 20 films together. He's a terrific actor and legendary action star, an incredible father and a close friend. I fully support Bruce and his family during his challenging time and admire him for his courage in battling this incredibly difficult medical condition. Bruce will always be part of our family." And that's pretty much the article.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
So, yeah, for those that don't know, Bruce Willis has come out and admitted that he is suffering from a medical condition known as aphasia, which I'm going to look into a little bit more, but you know a bit about already.
Yeah. So aphasia is a condition where you start to not recognize speech, and you forget a lot of things, important things, but it really affects your speech and your recognition of speech. And it's usually caused by an underlying condition, usually a stroke or a brain tumor. So that's quite sad in itself, because obviously it means, or a head trauma. So it means that there's an underlying condition that Bruce Willis has that has caused this. So this is just really a symptom of a bigger issue, probably, more than likely. So yeah, it's really sad, because obviously, well, I say obviously, but probably it explains the last, say, 10 to 15 years of his career.
Yeah.
You know, we all thought he was phoning it in, and yeah, it turns out that he probably had this for quite a while. And he was trying to just do as much work as possible, because obviously he knew the end was coming in terms of his career. So yeah, I wish him the best. He's given me many hours of entertainment.
Many hours.
As I'm sure he's given the whole world. It's really sad to hear about this, because I was a Bruce Willis fan. I obviously Die Hard, all the Die Hard films, especially Die Hard 1 and 3 with Samuel Jackson. I loved
Death Becomes Her.
I love Death. He showed his range in Death Becomes Her. He really showed his range in Death Becomes Her. There was 12 Monkeys. I loved. The Fifth Element. I loved. Obviously, I got a friend who was in that film. One of the bodybuilders guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I've got so many memories. Even Moonlighting. I was actually old enough to remember Moonlighting. With was it Sybil Shepherd? He did it,
yeah,
and they didn't get on at all.
No,
which you never saw on screen.
That, yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's amazing how that happened. But yeah, I mean, I wish him the best. I wish his family the best, and yeah, hopefully he can hit the rest. The rest of his days that he has left can be lived in relative comfort. What you got to say, Damien?
I was just going through. I'm just looking down there, going through the whole aphasia thing. So I didn't know. Obviously, Larry was a bit more up to speed than I was on this. But I mean, it's just sad, because I hold my hand up to this. For the last few years, every time I've seen a Bruce Willis film, I've gone, That man is being lazy as hell, and he's just throwing in a performance for the money.
I admit to the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, there was even conversations of apparently him having a microphone in his ear to help. Apparently, it was seen during what films was making to feed in the lines, and the commentary at the time was said, "Oh, it's because he can't be bothered to learn his lines. That's why he's got it in." Did we know that actually it's because he was having an issue remembering his lines because the man has this disease. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Again, he's given us so many good memories. One of my favorites, and my dad watched it to death, is The Last Boy Scout.
Oh,
I love that.
Love that film.
Film.
His chemistry with Damien Wayans was fantastic.
It's beautiful, and it's just the moments where he says to him, "Head or gut." It's like the moment every time. He asks for a cigarette and he punches him twice. That whole scene's brilliant. But if you didn't know what Christmas was about growing up, it was watching Die Hard. You know, if Bruce Willis wasn't taking off his shoes and making sure that carpet felt just right between his toes, it wasn't Christmas.
Man.
It wasn't Christmas. So it's a sad day for industry, and again, to know that that's why there's a possibility that is why the performances he's produced the last years have been that way. It's very sad.
Yes.
Like, cause the last film I can think of that I liked been more probably Looper, which he did in 2012, which I really enjoyed. Yeah. But he's got an entire body of work that people would envy for years to come.
Oh yeah, well, as John Campion says, he's got a first pick Hall of Fame career.
Yeah.
Which I cannot deny that. He has.
Yeah.
He really has. Even with the last 10 years of performances that have been subpar, and we all know why now. Listen, all these earlier stuff, his resume, it speaks for itself. Yeah. You know what I mean? We've reeled off some of the films that we love and that are classics. And yeah, he's gonna go down as definitely a Hall of Famer.
And when you think about him, it's just like, as an action star, he broke the mold in the sense that he didn't have to be the big muscle bound action star, because he was never really the big looking, pin-up guy.
That's right.
Bruce Willis was an actor first, which I think a lot of people tend to forget. Yeah. That man was an amazing actor. Yeah. An amazing actor.
Yeah. I mean, just to touch on that, because obviously he had Planet Hollywood with Arnold and Sly. And you see like the two big muscle men, and then it's him,
and then it's Bruce Willis.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, and he's that good an actor that he was able to carry off the action hero, even though he didn't look the part.
No,
so yeah, that's a testament to his acting skills, 100%.
It's just a shame he's not been able to go out on a high and produce something that married what he did years ago, rather than the trainer films he's finished with. But I don't think that's going to replace what we know him for, and that is a body of work that will definitely live on for ages to come. I mean, Die Hard's definitely got to probably be stuck somewhere in some kind of vault. It's going to be in the echelons of cinema history.
Definitely. Definitely. I love Die Hard. I love to be honest, apart from the fifth one, which was the last one.
Yeah, even Die Hard 4 was good.
I actually liked Die Hard 4. I actually like. A lot of people don't like. I did like it. But my favourites obviously 1 and then 3.
Yeah, 1 and 3. 2's a bit.
Yeah.
But 1 and 3.
Oh man,
they're brilliant films.
Fantastic films. Fantastic films.
And and 4, he just he knew what he was doing in the film. He had fun with it because he knew there's that moment where he slides down the concrete highway and gets up and so, and he knows that suspension of disbelief. His leg should have been torn to pieces. Yeah, like at least the trash should have been burnt off. He's like, I'm perfectly fine. And all went to camera, But he knew what he was doing. He had fun with it. And that's when Bruce Willis was there. That man was there, and you could not deny that. He held the screen in so many different ways. As we said, but films like Death Becomes Her, right through to like The Sixth Sense. We forget and even popcorn films like Armageddon.
Oh yeah,
we forget what that man was able to do down to carry the screen.
What's the other film he did? Oh man, the cult classic with all these actors in it. The kind of like noir film.
Sin City.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Brilliant in that as
well. Do you know what I mean?
Marv, what's his name in that? Something like Marv's the other one, but
But again,
just powerhouse, masterclass actor. So that's a very sad and somber bit of news to hear. So nothing but condolences to Bruce and his family for having to have that news, and for your career to come to a finish like that. But we wish you nothing but you know, rest and spend time with your loved ones in your years to come. We know that your body of work will speak for itself way past when even we leave this planet.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, 100%, 100%. So we salute you, Bruce Willis.
Big time.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about hearing the retirement of Bruce Willis from acting because of his aphasia diagnosis? And what do you remember of his career? Which are your favorite films? Which are your best favorite performances by him? Leave us some comments down below and let us know what you think. Just quickly, Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah, damn it! You just keep reading them off, man. There's just too many. There's too many.
There's too many. But yeah, like I said, leave us some comments down below and let us know what you think. And with that, the show is over. That was nice singing.
I've been trying to practice it all day, Damien.
So, Damien, where can our supporters holler at you?
You can find me on the Gym Rat Pack DE. It will start be getting used as of from the 1st of April, people. It's been quiet because I've not been getting on there, but we are going to start to pump some material through there. And check us out on TikTok as well, which we opened up this week.
Yeah.
You can find me Damien Ashley Act on Twitter. You can find me Damien Ashley on Instagram. And as usual, you can find me hiding underneath Larry's sofa until the next show. Larry, where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram at Larry Olubamiwo, or you can also find me at the Gym Rat Pack Does Entertainment, which is at the Gym Rat Pack DE on Instagram. On Twitter, I'm on there as at Larry Olubamiwo. And yeah. And then you can have a look at our IMDBs and see what we've been in.
And if you want a little bit of a better looking version of me, you can find Leon Rock on all of our handles. So yeah, Leon will be available on Damien Ashley, Larry Olubamiwo, and the Gym Rat Pack.
Exactly. So you can, I mean, it's all in the description as well down below. Yeah, stay tuned. We are going to be sending out a poll to see if you want to see us live stream soon.
Yep.
We've got a lot of things in the pipeline.
Again, guys, we're a new channel. We're still growing. We've only been here a few months, but we're growing in the YouTube sphere. So if there's fit topics in the entertainment industry you want to talk on, drop it in the comments below. Let us know. If you want to post some stuff to be talked about on the show, just let us know in the comments below. Yeah, we're open to, you know, whatever it is.
Exactly. And
we'll be a question.
Yeah. And as Damien said, look, we're a young channel, but we've got big plans. Like I said, we're going to be live streaming at some point. We are going to have channel membership. So that's either going to be Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee. We're going to have merchandise. We're going to have after hours. So
don't give too much away. We'll bring you some stuff.
We've got some stuff coming. So
but also, we give you a different perspective. Being taking into effect, I say that again without using my articulation, taking into account that all three of us are all professional actors and again ex-athletes, martial artists. We hopefully will give you guys a bit of a different spin, hopefully in some perspective, a bit of a deeper look inside of certain things for expertise. But yeah, please do let us know if you want to be on board with the show and come along with us on this ride of the Gym Backpack. I'm tired, it's been a long day. The Gym Rat Pack Does Entertainment. Please come along with us on this ride and let us know what you want us to be doing on the next show.
So we will bid you adieu.